we finally saw this house, and my father walked in, and he's like, "Listen, this house has potential," right? That was the key word. Then my father-in-law walked in. He's like, "I like this house," and for him, he wanted us to be in Leonia with him, to be closer to him. But for him to be like, "Hey, this is actually really good," then me and my wife Steph were like, "Oh, maybe we'll try. We'll put a bid on it. Put a bid on it." They accepted it. Then they came back and said, "Hey, there was another bid. You want to come up?" And then we played that game. So we ended up coming up higher than we expected, and then we got the house. Now, the house is on a main road, and I was just telling Jay that when my youngest Luca is out of Lincoln School, we're definitely going to move, but we're definitely going to stay in Nutley. Like at this point, my wife coming from Leonia, coming from Bergen County, she's like, "I absolutely love Nutley. I love everything they do for the community. I love the sports programs. I've made friends now." And for me, it was like a slam dunk. I'm like, my parents, I'm 2 blocks away from the house I grew up in. My parents are still there. So I'm perfectly fine staying here. I absolutely love it. I love being able to like go to ShopRite, see people I went to high school with, and I have friends that own businesses in town and stuff. So for me, it's a no-brainer. I'm perfectly fine staying here. But the problem is I don't know life outside of Nutley, which is kind of sad. I traveled 2 towns away. I'm like, this is like a different country. But it's just one of those towns where I was happy with it growing up. I was happy with the schools, happy with my friends, so we stayed.
Interesting.
Yeah.